Hey everybody, it's PT here, coming to you with your midweek message, reflecting on last Sunday's service and wishing you an awesome week. Just really quickly, my goodness, if you were not here on Sunday, and if you weren't streaming live on this past Sunday, part 2 of The Path, you missed a phenomenal time. You missed a phenomenal time. I had my own personal breakthrough. I know that people in the room had breakthroughs based on the teaching, based on the just the spirit that was in the place on Sunday. If you have not had a chance to go back to live streaming, I'm gonna say this probably every week, but I'm serious. I'm so serious. Something happened in here on Sunday. Go to livestream.com/thewaycolumbia and you will not be the same. You will not be the same. This week is absolutely a huge step in most of our lives, if you allowed that teaching to sink in. Just really quick, let me pull something out of it and remind you about it, and that is the power of agreement. The power of agreement. I drilled it home on Sunday. The Spirit moved in here, and everybody, I think eyes were open, and we're doing things a whole lot differently based on what happened on Sunday. So again, I encourage you to go back to live stream, to check it out, to be a part of it in first person, to get what you need from that teaching. However, the power of agreement. The word tells us that when 2 or 3 come together, they agree on a thing, establishes it, and all that good stuff. And like I made the point on Sunday, you go to your minister, or you'll go to church, or you'll go into a spiritual environment, and you will stand in agreement with things that you want to happen in your life, the good stuff. You want the love, and you want the relationship. You want the children to be healthy. You want a new life, and you want money, and you want security, and you want a new business, or you want a house, or things that you want, peace, whatever that is. And you believe that your words have power, that you and the other person who's standing in the gap with you, or agreeing with you, touching hands with you, praying with you, whatever they're doing, that you guys can make that happen. You can make it manifest. And that is true. There is power in the amount of energy that goes into a thought, into a desire, and a prayer that goes up with multiple people. Everybody is on the same wavelength, and you're pushing energy, and you're pushing thought, and you're pushing prayer, spirit into that direction. Of course, you're going to see a manifestation, but I need for you to understand that it also works on the other end as well. And one of the main things I was talking about on Sunday that just came into the sermon was not a part of it. That Spirit just showed and came alive. The Holy Spirit came alive. It came alive here. Is that when you're talking about your health, and you're talking about your physical health, and I was talking about the path and the narrow path, and how the path has bumps, and you're going to run into things that you're going to need to let go of. You're going to need to release in order to navigate the narrow path versus the wide path. And the biggest thing from Sunday, the narrow path, the straight path, was we realized was in our thinking and with what we professed, and how it's so much easier to take the wide path of acceptance of certain illnesses and certain things, certain ailments within our bodies, take the diagnosis, take the prognosis, and take the family history and accept it and agree on it. And even though somebody would say, well, I would never agree to have this illness, I would never agree, but every time you accept that as well, it runs in our family, or every time you accept the diagnosis from the doctor who is speculating, whether it's an educated speculation, is still a prediction based on what symptoms are presented right now in family history. You still have control. And again, remember, this is not me speaking against medicine, the practice of medicine. I'm a solid believer in the practice of medicine, but I also am a more solid believer in the power of the Spirit and the power of the human spirit, the divine spirit within each one of us. And even medical doctors will tell you that the power of the will can undo just about any affliction, and they've seen it happen. So I want to encourage you, and I want to remind you of who you are and the power you have. Just like I said, and I quoted Joyce Meyer, you can't be pitiful and powerful at the same time. Watch your words. Watch your words. Watch what you agree to. When somebody tells you that, this is what you have, and these are the symptoms that are showing that it indicates this, and this is what your life is going to have to be like in order to, you have the power. to rebuke that and replace it with what you believe about yourself and what you want to see happen in your life. Remember, I told you that I encouraged you and kind of introduced you the idea and the thought and the practice of diving deeply into your spirit to understand what is going on in your body. I gave some examples. I'm not even going to go there because it could take a lot of explaining. Go back to Livestream. Go back to livestream.com/The Way Columbia and get that teaching for yourself, because I know it changed my life and I've already started doing some things differently, and it's only midweek. So you all watch your words. There is power in agreement. The very thing that you're praying for in the positive that you want to manifest, there are things that are taking place in your life that aren't so positive, that you agree to, that you accepted, that you're speaking out of your own mouth. I'm suffering from this. I'm afflicted with that. I'm probably going to get this. This runs in my family. And you begin to see that stuff manifest. You spoke it. You agreed on it. You accepted it. Now it's time to reverse that train. Now it's time to pump the brakes and to begin to rebuke that, replace it. Replace it with, I am this. I have that. I will do this. My body is that. And begin to speak health and wholeness and wellness over your own life, over your own mind, over your own emotions, over your spirit. All right, this is PT. And I love you all. I love you all. Next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, is Friends and Family Day here at The Way. And I welcome every single one of you. Everybody who watches the video, all 200 and something posts, not posts, but views that we get every week here. I invite all of you all to come to The Way Columbia here on Platte Springs Road and worship with us. Have some fun with us. We got a lot of good stuff going on here at our community, in our spiritual community, and we want you to be a part. Okay? Have a wonderful week. Watch your words. Manifest power. All right. Have a great week.